The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, everyone. Excuse me. Welcome to Monster of the Month, our Monster of the Week campaign here on McStabber Studios. I am Mama McStabber, and I am going to be the keeper, or otherwise known as Game Master of this game, and I am playing that role as Cat Herder, the leader of this organization of specialized operatives for Interpol. And I would like for my crew this evening to go ahead and introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Judy Von Esch, and I'm playing Deidre Hathorne, the Spellslinger.
Hello, I am Lonnie, and I will be playing Aurora Young, the Divine.
Hello, I am the Reverend Benjamin Powers, and I'm playing Adi Manzini, the ghostess with the mostest.
Hi, everybody. I'm the Reverend Sarkon, and I get to play Vincent Sanderson, the Searcher.
All right. So it's been roughly about a month since the last operation this group went on, where they were actually able to resolve some issues and get on board a literal army of ghosts and a very potent witch. So, with success, things swing one way and then they swing another. For the past week, poor Aurora has been beside herself. Her companion, her cherub, Asher, has been missing. No note, no communication, just up and gone. In her state of distress, she, of course, went to leaders within the organization to ask for their help. So over this week, all the greatest minds, the most connected within the organization have been hunting for leads. And this is where we start our session. You all have come into a conference room at IMP's headquarters. Arda is in there. And there is a video monitor that you see Cat Herder on. Where she appears to be is somewhere very mountainous. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
What's up?
You all are here because Aurora's companion, Asher, has been missing for a week.
The naked baby?
Yes, the cherub.
Oof.
Would this be the same Aurora who has a habit of driving supernatural entities into various neighborhoods with her presence that inevitably lead to people being eaten?
That's not the Aurora I know.
What?
Just checking. Just checking. Didn't know if we were talking about the same Aurora. Happy to help. Part of the team. Let's do it.
Did she have a naked baby or not? That's all that matters.
Yes, I have a naked baby. And
It's a
what happened-
cherub.
Yes, a cherub.
Sure.
Big brother, you should know better than that. Come on. Where are your cue
I just wanted
cards?
stated for the record, if I was walking around with a naked baby, I highly doubt you would all be cool with it.
I wouldn't be cool with it. 100%.
That's right. Nor should you
Vinny
be.
is never
Nor should you
cool
be.
with it. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Miss Herder.
Anyway, Aurora, we finally found a solid lead.
Okay.
You all will need to leave with Arda to go to Jordan. A contact
Middle
there
East?
has more information about Asher. I believe some of you may have met this contact. Perhaps. Lilith?
Oh,
Oh.
my goodness. That's
Hooray.
That's a name I didn't think I'd hear again.
No. By the reactions, I'm guessing that this is not a nice lady.
Yippee.
Mother of all demons, mother of a whole bunch of monsters. Yeah.
Luckily,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
working on our side.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you'll go and meet with her.
Okay. That's not. Yeah.
I mean, how bad could she be?
Confidence.
She works with us.
And she says, Arda, make sure you take the Sky Warden. And he just nods. I've got to get going. Arda can fill you in on anything you have questions on. And the screen goes black.
Bye, Miss Herder. Oh, she's gone.
Are we parachuting?
Are we what?
Are we parachuting?
No.
No, the Sky Warden actually is a aircraft that works as a mobile base.
Hmm.
So it will be our base of operations in Jordan.
So it's like that thing from the Avengers movie that the SHIELD people have.
Yeah, but not as big because, harder to maneuver in that.
Okay. But
Cool beans.
is parachuting off the table?
Why?
If you really want to, go parachuting, I'm sure it can be arranged.
Are you right? Are you scratching everything off of your bucket list now, Vinny?
Yeah, I rappelled off of a fucking helicopter. Yes, I'm gonna fucking
I was
take
there.
advantage.
I mean,
Have
far be
you-
it for me to encourage people to want to join my ectoplasmic support society, but if we don't have to jump out of a plane, I feel like we shouldn't make that choice one. I feel like
Stop
if there's
and
a
re-roll. Can we re?
With
What?
the right equipment, it's not.
you haven't
too
seen any of the
bad.
flyers I've been posted around the break room?
Yeah.
You're gonna love this. So basically, I've been kind of getting together with some of the other creatures that we've made contact with, and I've been, building kind of a support group for people who, like me, are corporally challenged.
Yeah, the TLDR is that Artie's a ghost.
Oh,
Artie-
I thought that was fairly common knowledge. at
Artie,
this
that's my
point.
sister. Deidre, this is Artie.
Oh, y'all haven't met.
No.
No, I believe this is my first time meeting the other. Is it also? Are you also a Sanderson, or are you?
I'm a Hawthorne, but
Oh, yeah, it's a good Salem name. Gotta love it. I totally appreciate that.
actually, that's kind of where I was born. Yes.
Oh my God, that's so great. Someone from the neighborhood. That's fantastic.
I mean, you know the whole Hawthorne witches family, right?
Yeah, I've been to the Witch Museum a few times. It was part of
I'm
our
the
field trips
normal
every summer.
one.
Oh, that's cool. I'm
Yeah.
corporally challenged. I can't judge.
Well, then he's
And that one,
he needs cue cards.
and that one's a divine being that apparently drives
She
such
is.
fear in the forces of evil that they sometimes try to flee like animals in a burning jungle, and those animals
you-
go rampaging through neighborhoods with otherwise normal people, and then they eat people that are just waiting in line for a hot dog.
Have you
It
met her
sounds-
sister, the
Oh.
demon lover?
Yes, I am familiar. I know her sister and have known her biblically. We
Before or after you were a ghost?
before.
That's
I
right.
assure you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
That was some
Yeah.
weird conversations that you guys had together.
You knew her biblically.
Yeah,
Biblically, yeah, it's a euphemism for.
They
It's a
bang.
euphemism.
They bang.
I know what it means. I'm
Oh,
just
okay. We
Okay.
did.
sure I heard it
Okay.
correctly.
All right.
I mean, it was. It happened. I'm not. I'm not claiming. That was a proud moment or a not proud moment. It was a thing that happened. We were into each other at the time,
Yeah.
and then I died, and she started banging a demon.
Okay.
And so you can look at it as she has a type. I don't know.
So
I
so
think
what we're
you need to
sharing-
utilize the support group, Artie.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
That's part of the reason why it works so well together is that we all share our stories and we come together
Yeah,
and
you've
we
got
learn
a
common
lot
grounds.
of trauma to work through.
Are
I'm
there
surprisingly well adjusted for an ex-person. Okay, I am.
are there assigned seats on the Skywagon, or can we stay where we want?
Grab your go bags. Let's go.
Okay.
It's just one of those like car DVD players with like the box set of the first 2 seasons of Millennium, and that's all I bring with me.
Backpack with a ton of books.
So y'all load up and get into this aircraft that literally looks like a combination between like a plane and a helicopter. And literally y'all load up and fly from France to the Middle East. Takes a few hours. Not as long as commercial aircraft, of course, but you have some time to talk here if you have questions for Arda. Before jumping off into Jordan.
Yeah, I got just a quick one. So Lilith is helping us out in this search for Aurora's missing
Naked baby.
baby. Yep.
Asher.
And
Isn't that right, Aurora? His name
Yes,
is Asher?
his name is
We-
Asher. Please.
Can we recognize the name?
Okay. We acknowledge the personhood of the naked baby Asher.
Yep.
So the thing I am curious about is that why is the mother of demons helping us to find naked baby Asher?
Correct. Thank you for bringing this up.
I was there.
Vincent,
when
me and you, we are one mind.
I was there when the
That's
ladies
scary.
met Lilith.
Yeah, he was.
Was
Lydia
it at
is
the
her
fair?
chosen.
Who?
Lydia.
Have I met Lydia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one where you realized you and I were being recruited together, the tough badass chick.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I know
God.
Lydia.
Lids.
Lydia's a hot shit. I like Lydia.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Lids.
She's pretty cool. I like her.
She's pretty gung ho. Like she's.
Yeah. So
Okay.
LL for short.
that whole situation was a bit of an introduction for those two. But anyway, Lilith is working towards the same goals we are because one of her children, Apollyon, has gone off the fucking deep end. And she doesn't agree. with what his plans are.
Hmm.
Because ultimately his plans bring about the destruction of everything so he can rebuild from the ashes.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. So she's helpful to us while our goals align.
The enemy of my enemy.
Exactly.
Okay.
And when it comes to the end of the world, we can't really be picky. All hands on deck.
Can't argue that.
So she sent word. Actually, Lydia came right into Kat's office before Kat was leaving. And Lilith spoke through her to say, send a team to Jordan to meet her. She has information.
Okay.
And
So,
do we know if this is going to be like a quid pro quo kind of thing where we have to, like, are we expected to offer something in exchange for this information?
she has not requested anything as of yet.
Okay.
There are no contracts to be made, right? Like, I know I've heard about demons making.
If there is, I will take care of it.
Okay.
But she is not a demon herself. She's a primordial being.
Ooh, tomato, Arda.
It's actually a big deal, power-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't expect us at least to walk into hostility with interfacing with her. But I do not know what to expect beyond that. We have to see what she has to say. So this craft is geared up.
Arda, the tough question
Mhm.
that I have to ask. Are we licensed to kill?
Preferably
Are we double O
not
agents? Okay.
humans.
Ooh. Ooh. You almost disappointed me there for a second. And then you brought it back.
Preferably not
Wow.
humans. But
I would like to go on record as saying I'd like to not have to kill anybody or anything for that matter.
Sometimes you have to.
depends
right
on the
now,
situation.
Right now, I am batting a perfect average with recruiting everything on the missions that I've come across, and if that is
how's
that is my
how's the new
go-to.
group doing? I know they were quite numerous.
Which part?
Oh, there was like
The
a
ones we
few
brought in.
hundred ghosts brought in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. Our friend from England was fairly helpful in acting as a model, showing other people that it's possible to not only get your feelings out with a group of like-minded people, but that if properly motivated and shown the right ways, you too can leave the place where you've been feted for centuries and travel the world. And I'm bringing that out. We also got that nice fox lady. We brought her in.
Yep.
And
I was there for that.
I'm just. You were. I distinctly recalled that. So, like I said, and I'm not just talking
And she's
ghosts.
been giving us some good information.
I don't doubt it.
Mhm.
See, that's the thing. Is the quick and the dead we can be like this if we just let it happen. And I think that
And that's a noble way to see it, Artie, truly. But I don't know what we're walking into.
Mhm.
We will strategize after we get the rest of the information from Lilith.
Well, I'm hoping that it leads to a nonviolent solution and that we're very lucky. After all, if I've proven anything, it's that I'm the luckiest guy ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, because you're still here.
That's right.
You died and you could have been obliterated into nothingness, but you are still around.
We don't need to bring up the dead thing so much. I'm sure Aurora feels tremendous guilt. And I don't want to.
You fucking literally tell everybody that you're an ectoplasmic being, but I can't bring up the fact that you're dead.
I'm just fucking with you, Vincent.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
Jesus.
Just busting your
Ladies,
balls a
do
little
you
bit.
have any
It's fun.
questions?
Who's going to be the spokesperson? Because I don't think my brother should be the one doing that. are you going to ask questions?
I'm not the best at being the face of a group, but I can be the face of the group.
Not with
No,
I mean, I don't-
no, no, no,
not
no,
with
no.
Lilith.
No.
I just assumed it was going to be me.
No.
I thought it might be
Hardest of
Aurora
no's.
because it is her naked baby Asher.
Well, no, obviously, I'm just saying I'm strangely compelling.
A little bit.
Yep.
I will take the responsibility. I don't.
Arda,
Come.
this isn't electricity proof, is it?
I don't know yet.
Good.
We're kind of going in a little bit blind here.
Okay.
So let's find more information and then we discuss. Okay?
What an
No, that's
oddly
fine.
ominous and specific question.
Yeah, where'd that
Arda
come
knows
from?
why.
It's a question that needs to be asked for later. Just bookmark
this-
it for
Is this
later.
Lilith related?
No, me
No.
related.
Yeah.
Well, like you got tasers in your pockets?
She just kind of goes like this and goes like that.
You all land in Amman, Jordan, the capital city. Arda guides you all to a small, bistro. And it is completely empty except for one woman. And he approaches and says, "We've come as you've asked." And he gestures towards Aurora.
It's good to see you again, Lilith.
It is good to see you too, Aurora. Ah, the Hawthorne Witch.
Damn.
That's your brother.
Hmm?
No
He's
gifts
my
in
big
him.
brother.
Interesting.
It took one side.
Oh, and one of the restless.
I don't know why people keep calling me that. I'm not. I'm actually pretty level. I'm pretty level. I'm calm. I mean, I'm pretty pissed off that they still haven't put Millennium on. I mean,
You can
one of
get
the streaming
agitated.
services could have picked it up,
And
but
look, he gets twitchy.
See?
I'm just saying. It's one thing. One thing. Everything else, I am cool as a cucumber about.
Called it as she saw it.
Please have a seat. Do you need refreshment?
What's good here?
No, thank you.
I'm gonna Riker the chair as I sit down.
Okay. And she sticks two fingers in her mouth and whistles, and someone comes out and brings a sampling of finger sandwiches and tea.
I smell it all. But that's as close as I
And
get.
then the person walks back in the back.
Or do you want me to eat this for you?
No, I have not hit that level of voyeuristic
Are you
intensity.
gentlemen
where
ever
I'm-
quiet to allow the lady to speak?
Yeah, come on,
Sorry.
Vincent, please.
Sorry.
It's their turn.
Sorry.
So I heard that you had information about Asher.
Oh dear.
Yes, I do.
Is there anything I have to pay for that information?
I will only request one favor, and it is minor, very minor. It's just that you relay a message to my chosen. Yes, I know I can speak through her, but she is stubborn and doesn't always listen. So you will
Okay.
just have to relay a message to her if you return. Your companion, Asher, was seen southeast of here.
Or
There have been reports of strange things in his wake. There are villages there along the way to the fortress of Al-Rasas. It is a ruin. That is the last report I've gotten for his location, is at the ruin.
Did he seem to be acting himself, or?
I cannot give you more details on his actual behavior, but I can tell you that the locals, they are beside themselves. They are, well, as humans behave when they see the divine. They believe that the end of the world is nigh, which of course it is, but that angels and demons are fighting on their streets.
Sorry, this is a lot. I haven't heard from him in weeks, in like a week, so.
You have the soul of an angel in you, Aurora. And you feel your divine presence surge forth. Almost like Lilith summoned it forward. She says, there you are. You remember what it's like to be called into service. Aurora, you are aware of this as this is happening. And she says, Apollyon was very upset that you all obtained the spirits, the restless, and stopped his necromancer. I believe he is sending stronger beings now. And as he gets desperate, he will get more brutal. I will do what I can. I will rally my children who have not been swayed by his lies. But I need you to tell Lydia that I may need her help with that. It is time she serves as the chosen she is.
I will make sure she gets that message.
Good. Enjoy your sandwiches and tea. And she gets up and moves with a very dangerous grace out of the building. Arda looks and says, okay, thank goodness we're geared up in the vehicle.
Aurora, I don't suppose that being a divine being of some sort, you have any additional support you might be able to call upon if we're going into a possibly corrupt and awfully powerful temple?
The only support I had was Asher. I haven't found any others that are like me.
Or do you have any? Sorry, Deidre. Go ahead.
That's why we're here.
I don't know why I'm here. Or do you have any kind of like homing sense? A way to tell if there are other divine creatures, people, naked baby Ashers around?
No.
Okay. So we're doing
Hold
it the
that.
hard
Let's
way.
look at your hunter moves.
Ooh,
There might be something we can use for that.
look at me searching for angles.
And you were wondering why we brought you along.
You could do, because this is basically, he's asking about a phenomena. You can do investigating phenomena, which is going to be the same as investigating a mystery. You're going to roll and add your sharp. And you can spend luck if you wish to make your result a 12.
I'm gonna see what I get when I roll, and if I
Mhm.
don't like it, then I'll use luck.
Uh-huh.
Well, I got a 12 anyway. So.
Okay. Okay. So on a 10 plus, you hold 2. So you get to ask 2 questions. Okay. So under investigate phenomena, you would basically, there's 4 options there. How is this phenomenon doing this? What could fix it, cure it, or slow it down? How far does this effect reach? What will be affected next? So I'm going to make a suggestion. Of course, you decide what you want to do, but I'm thinking the last 2 are the most appropriate for this.
Yeah. After reading them, yeah, I feel like those will work the best
Okay.
in the situation.
So as you sit and you really kind of take in your surroundings and you take them in, not just with your sight, but with your sense of smell, your sense of hearing, all your senses, and you connect to the divinity within you. You feel this is a city infused with faith. As your senses reach out, though, there is immense faith, almost to the level of panic. And if you could reach further out, you probably would reach that point of panic. As far as what will be affected next, you know deep in your soul, you've got to head southeast. You're being called. And if there's any other of your brethren, so were they. Now, this is a slight risk to you. You're not just divine, you're fallen. You know going into this, if certain members of your family are there, they may see you as a target too. But you know deep in your soul, you've got to take the risk. This is something you have to do.
I feel a lot of faith to the point that there's panic with it. And I feel called, drawn to the southeast. But I'm afraid because I know others like me are being called, and I'm not. Let's just say that I could possibly be a target around certain members. But it's a risk I'm willing to take.
I don't suppose you've got anything of any material items of that might have strong personal or emotional significance to Asha. I generally just assume naked baby plays with a rattle. I got nothing. I didn't know if there was a thing. that maybe it liked.
He is a baby in form, but he is very much mature as an adult. I mean, he's really fond of Deirdre's chocolates. So
Has him.
I don't think it would work. I need something with emotional resonance.
Well, you all, an artist speaks up. Well, we've been given where to go, where to head.
Yep.
There, and he pulls out a map on his phone, and he literally shows. He says, "From here, we head southeast. We could probably land near this village here and walk to the ruin." And he shows where the ruin is in relation to the village. There is a village nearby. Aurora, if the people are claiming that angels and demons are fighting in their street, I don't just count that towards hysterics, considering what we're dealing with.
yeah, I don't either.
As we make our way south, I would like for you to work on, Deirdre, maybe you can help her, infusing weapons.
I can certainly try.
Because I would imagine demons really don't like it when holy damage hits them.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, I can try to start draining their essence if I get close enough to them.
You can what?
Oh, I didn't tell you I learned a little bit, did I? Life draining?
Is that something that you just turn on that's not always on? Like, should I be keeping my distance?
I only do it to those that are enemies and those that want to hurt me and mine, which
Okay.
you are a part of mine.
Okay.
Therefore, you're protected.
Okay. All right. That's all I need to know.
I mean, and generally anything within the room, if I throw a temper tantrum, I can hit it. And it doesn't seem to matter what it's made out of. It seems to hurt it. So, hooray, anger issues.
All right, well, let's get moving.
Yep.
Okay, so you all get back into the aircraft. Deirdre and Aurora,
Mm-hmm.
I want you both, let's look at what you have. Okay, so you are both, hang on. Yeah, we're both going to have you roll using magic. Gentlemen, if there's any weaponry you have or will prefer, specify it now.
I mean, my base attack is ranged magic.
Okay.
I don't think I can really benefit from a ton of physical implements. So,
Okay. That's perfectly valid.
Yep.
I have a heavy flashlight.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't have any weapons. I'm not
Well,
that kind of guy.
there are weapons in the aircraft. So if there's one you would choose to use.
Deirdre would give Vincent her heirloom sword.
Oh, the family blade.
The family sword.
Okay, so I want you both to roll for using magic. You're going to roll and add your weird. If your weird is negative, you will subtract it. But we're going to basically take the average of your two rolls. So if you need to spend some luck to bump it up, spend some luck.
I would like to use luck.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Okay, yes. So check off one of your luck boxes. That is now a 12.
5, 6, and I have a 3 in weird. That is 12? No, 13?
14. 14.
14. I can math.
Okay, so your average is going to be 13. And on a 12 plus, you will get some added benefit. That sword, how much damage is that heirloom sword, Deidre?
It is 2 harm, hand, and messy.
All right. It is now 3 harm, Vincent, and it gets the tag of holy.
Okay.
Your weapon, Aurora, is normally a 3 harm. With holy, it is now 4 harm. Okay? Those of you who use more magical attacks feel a little boost in power. You'll have one hold or forward actually on your first magic roll. So you'll get +1 to your first magic roll.
Is that purely for attacks, or is that for any use of a
Any
magic
use
skill?
of magic.
Okay. And I believe we clarified last session, but Ben is slow sometimes.
That's fine. You can ask.
That my spooky stuff is considered magic for purposes of transparency.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is
All right.
considered magic. And I will tell you, as Arda and Aurora are discussing now that they've done this blessing, basically, they are discussing on the ride down to the village about things that she knows or her soul knows about demons and what their strengths are, their weaknesses, things like that. So literally what you learn is that they are incredibly strong. Even the minor demons are. That they pack a punch, basically. The lesser demons aren't as strong magically as the high-ranking demons. They're more the grunt forces. But if you have a high-ranking demon, there's also magical attacks it has. So you're looking...
This is why I don't want to go into a pitched battle with these things, because I don't know about you guys, but I am not a warrior in any way, shape, or form.
So as you touch down, you all exit with your gear. And you see veiled women weeping. Basically pulling of hair, gnashing of teeth. These people are not okay. They have witnessed revelation in front of them. You see in the streets corpses of hellhounds and imps. What would you all like to do?
I would like to soothe the women that are upset, if I can.
Okay, let's look at your soothe.
So I think we might be in over our heads.
Okay, so I would like for you to just, I know you don't typically roll for this. You just talk to someone for a few minutes in a calm voice and it soothes them. But this is a number of people. Granted, it's a small village, but we're talking at least a good 100 plus, maybe even 1,000 people. Okay, you can't soothe them all. Roll me 2d6 and add your charm. Let's see how many people you can get. No luck is available on this one.
12.
Okay, so you are able to soothe a dozen people. You all do still have, of course, all the gear like the tech and stuff. You are connecting with Arda now, not Kat, because Arda is your field commander. Okay. He stayed back at the aircraft.
Would one of those pieces of equipment potentially be able to be a real-time translator? Like the Google Buds with the translation software?
Y'all have like y'all have like a, you know, the modern equivalent of a babel fish in your ear. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thank you. That, just like that's something that could be useful in this non-native land if we're
because they're not speaking English, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, and literally you all see as Aurora steps to individuals as you pass. Would anyone like to inspect the corpses?
I want to talk to the people she soothed.
Okay. Let's take a look at you, Vincent.
Yep.
What are you going to do? Just do a basic move?
No, I have a move for fellow believer where people understand that I've also known strangeness, and bystanders will talk to me about weird things that they would not trust another person with.
Okay. As you speak to these people, and it is funny because the mouthpiece connected to the earpiece actually translates in real time what you say. They tell you exactly what they saw. That they saw 3 angels. 1 with the head of a man, a head of a lion, a head of a lamb, and the head of a steer. And they destroyed these evil creatures on their way to the fortress.
You're sure they were headed towards the fortress?
One of the women looks to her husband and he nods and she's, yes.
You're safe now. That's all that matters.
As you look towards the fortress, you actually see lights coming from it. It's starting to get towards dusk. There are shocks of light glowing from the fortress. Some of it is golden. Some of it appears like it's the glow of flames.
Artie, since you're dead, can you go check the dead things and make sure that they're dead? Dee Dee, can you start to kind of funnel Aurora towards the fortress with her healing voodoo?
While initially I would normally be offended by the idea that the dead guy should go check on the dead things, I was actually checking to see if any of them were merely injured instead of dead. Because I'd like to talk to them.
All these creatures, they are dead. They are
cold as Haagen-Dazs.
They have been rent.
My plan has my potential plan I was going to do has now failed.
Okay.
Because I wanted to get.
Yeah,
an
these are just
agent.
remains at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Vincent, these things are super dead. Like
Like you think their souls might have been burned out if they had souls. Okay.
way dead. So dead.
There's nothing.
There's levels of dead.
Yeah.
Deirdre,
yeah,
what would you like to
some
do?
people are just mostly dead. These ones are all dead.
She's actually going to put a hand on Aurora's shoulder for a moment and go, "Can I just lean on you for a second?
Yeah.
We're going to go open up the third eye and read a bad situation, because that is what we got."
Mm-hmm. All righty. Okay, so we're going to read a bad situation. And you're
this
going
is
to
no
roll
bueno.
plus your sharp.
Yes, ma'am.
You can use luck on this roll if you want to.
I rolled a 4 and a 5 plus a sharp, which is 2. So 11.
11. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So on a 10 plus, you hold 3. But with the read a bad situation with your third eye, you can also see invisible things with that result.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what are your questions that you want to ask? You get 3.
Okay. We're looking at what's the biggest threat? What's the biggest threat? I can't go Chicago on
Okay, so what the biggest threat is that you are walking into a pitched fight between angels and some kind of demonic creatures.
All right. Ooh. What are the dangers I haven't noticed?
No, are there any dangers you haven't noticed?
Right, sorry.
No,
No.
because it's not like you haven't noticed this is dangerous as fuck.
This is true. Best way in.
Best way in is going to be to go up the road to the fortress.
Okay.
Any other actions before we move forward? No? Okay. Here's where we're going to go to break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. We are ready to rock and roll for Monster of the Month. This is episode 8. The end of the world is nigh, y'all, and Apollyon has been stepping up his game. These investigators are now in Jordan, in very rural Jordan at this point, at a village just outside of the fortress of al-Rasas. They have seen the carnage in the streets. Imps and hellbeasts slain, smote, rent asunder. And the villagers, of course, being exposed to that divinity, that revelation, were maddened by it. Aurora and Vincent did their best to talk to some of the people, got some information, soothed them. But this village will likely never be the same. And ultimately, the fate of this village, as well as every living being on this planet, rests in the hands of these specialized Interpol agents and their comrades back at base. It's getting heavy, y'all. We only have 2 more sessions after this one before we end this whole series. So, investigators, as you move through the village, heading further east towards the fortress, you see more remains, almost like a breadcrumb trail leading you straight to the fortress. The lights get brighter, the lights coming from the fortress. You hear clashing. You hear things being shouted in a language that your translator does not pick up. Aurora, you understand it. It is more ancient than human life. You hear one of your brothers and one of your sisters fighting and calling for the aid of any who can hear their voice. You know that it is Uriel and Raphael. They were always the more humane of your siblings. But you know Uriel carries the flaming sword.
We really need to get down there and help.
And with that, Aurora takes off at a run. Her whip readied.
I guess this is the part where we charge in after her.
I mean, yeah.
Vinny, did Mama teach you how to use the sword?
No, Anthony Hopkins did. Pointy Angles and the Other Man.
Oh, you watched Highlander.
No, that was Antonio Banderas in the film Mask of Zorro. It is an absolute classic.
That had Anthony Hopkins in it, though.
It did, but
Okay.
Antonio Banderas. Okay, we got to argue about this, or we got to go get splatterized by demons?
I'm running.
Okay, good.
Can you fly? Can you do that Casper thing?
No, but I'm not as bothered by random road debris. And as he's running, turned over carts, he's just running through them.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So you all run in, and what you see as you go up the hill into this ruined fort is 2 divinely beautiful angels, wings spread, fighting. And there is another divine creature with 4 wings, the body of a man, the face of a man, but also the head of a steer, a lion, and a lamb. Also fighting. And you see Aurora approach the 3 of them and answer their call in that language and begin to fight. And what they are fighting doesn't look like the demon that associates with one of your compatriots. These creatures are muscular, horned, and ruthless. I know what Aurora is doing. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
brandish the sword.
Okay. I want each of you to roll 2d6 and tell me your results. We're going to do an initiative test.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay.
Yep. 4 + 1.
10.
10. Okay.
8.
8.
Please
Okay.
hold.
What'd you get? Okay.
Nothing. I'm trying to find my dice roller. One moment.
Okay.
That this is on me. Where's the thing that never mind.
Just do
You
this.
still got the one that goes dun, 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 bang.
I thought I did, but I don't have it with me right now.
Damn, bro.
I have an 8.
You could have been great.
I
Okay.
could have.
All right. I've put all your initiatives in the Zoom chat. That is the order in which you will go. Artie and Aurora, you have tied for initiative.
You can go first.
Okay. So, Deirdre, what are you doing?
Yes. I can see the enemy, right?
Yep, you can.
Let's go with an old and true one of just lightning missile bolts to the baddies.
Okay, so you're going to use magic.
Yes, and Big Brother is going to see it. She cannot hide it. And that is a 5 and a 6 plus my 3. So again, that is a 14.
14. All right. So on a 14, you already get +1 for using one of your specialties in magic. You can use other magic. You just don't get the bonus for it. But you get a
That's true.
+1 to harm with both of your
Yes, ma'am.
specialties. Yep. So you already get 1 damage just from using the specialty. And I'm going to say that the effect is you are afflicting harm. So that does another harm and ignores armor or even or any kind of armor they may have. I would say with the lightning you have slung, you are able to hit 2 with 2 harm.
Gotcha.
Okay.
She'll just open up her arms and call into her and then just shoot it out.
And-
Holy fuck.
And you see that 2 of the demons seem to be hit by this magic, but they are so focused on the angels interfering with them that they are not going after Deirdre yet. All right, Aurora, are you going to attack with your whip or are you going to do something else?
I'm going to attack with my whip.
Okay, so you are going to do harm. Or kick some ass. That's what you're doing. You're kicking some ass. So you're going to roll and add your tough.
11.
All
With
right.
my 2.
Yep. And also, Deirdre, I'm sorry. You also got a +1. So that would have been 3 harm that you did to each of them because you got it on your first magic. So got it. So you did a total of 6 total damage spread across 2 targets. Okay. So Aurora, you got an 11. So on a 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. Your harm rating, but you also get, because you got a 10+, you get an extra effect. Okay? you can choose. I'm going to let you choose which effect you take. You can take advantage, where you gain 1 forward or give 1 forward to another hunter. You can inflict terrible harm, which adds another harm to your harm. You suffer less harm, which reduces your harm taken by 1. Or you force them where you want them.
I'm going to inflict terrible harm.
Okay. You take 2 harm. The demon you have struck got a good swipe on you with clawed hands. But you have done 4 harm to that demon. And I'm marking that off. Okay? Artie, what you gonna do?
Okay. I look for one that looks like the polar opposite of the one that my ex is currently shacking up with. Like, I want a burly,
You want the
big,
biggest one
vicious-
there.
I want one that looks like it can handle itself in a fight, that won't roll an ankle climbing up the stairs. You know, I want a beefy demon.
Okay. You see,
Compensating much?
yeah, you see one.
Nope, just proving a point.
You see one.
Okay. So as I walk up to it, I begin to kind of mime like I'm making a clay thing on a roller. And I start singing the, oh, my darling, my love. And I'm about to pull a ghost and try to possess it.
Okay.
I figured if I used the clay roller motion and I sang properly, it worked for Swayze. So I'm
Yeah.
going to try to use magic.
Okay, use
Never look at
magic.
that
Go
movie
ahead
again.
and roll that. Hang on. And add your weird.
Yep. And I get that free forward.
Yes, you
it's
do,
my
because
first-
it's a
yep,
+1.
Darn right. You're darn right. Every plus counts. Oh, God. Don't fail me. That is a... sorry, I got to add the forward. Submit. 13.
Fantastic. You literally, it happens. You slip right into this demon. You feel it try to fight you, but it ain't got the mental capacity to do so. It is all beefcake, baby.
And now I feel better because it's either I'm wearing a demon or I'm fighting on the side of stuff that looks like it was made up with meta AI. Like someone said, draw a person, and now you got a stag-headed, weird thing over there. I'd rather fight with this.
But there is a problem. You are now looking at an angel, a beautiful female angel that is wielding a flaming sword.
And I just tell it, so funny thing, and I immediately turn around and start like roaring and flailing my arms at the other demons,
Okay.
and just charge into them.
Okay, so
Heedless of any danger.
right, so that's fine. We're not going to have you do any harm with that, but you are
Yeah.
moving out of the way. Okay.
Yeah, I'm causing chaos for the rest of this combat.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
so Vincent, it's your turn.
The suddenly weird demon that has flailed his arms around, I'm going to ignore.
Mark.
And
This poor
I'm just gonna be like-
searcher is like, what the fuck?
I'm out of my element here, and I'm just gonna look down this arm, just like, well, Jason, at least you're here in spirit, and then just reach over and stab the closest demon that isn't flailing his arms.
Okie dokie. So you're going to kick some
Kick some
ass.
ass.
Yeah, roll plus you're tough. And you can use luck if you need to.
I'm going to probably. I wish I could roll sharp and said, never mind, baby. I got 2 5s and a 1. That's 11.
Ooh, so you got 11 without having to use luck.
Yeah.
That's good, because otherwise you would have got like a flashback, like a PTSD episode.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So both you and the demon you strike do each other damage.
Yep.
On a 7+. But because you got more than 10, you can choose one extra effect. So go ahead and choose your effect. You already have 3 damage. You already have the holy qualifier, so it will do damage to these demons.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna give Didi 1 forward.
Okay. So Deirdre, you get a +1 to your next turn. Okay. All right. So Vincent, you do 3 harm to this creature. It does 2 harm to you.
Yep.
Does DD see this?
Yeah.
Oh
my-
bitch, done!
Oh my God, this was a bad idea. This is too close. You couldn't have a family gun? You couldn't have a family gun?
You said you knew how to use
Family
it.
sniper rifle.
All right. Deirdre, what you doing?
Oh,
We're in round 2. I
seeing
will
that-
say the demons are looking rough.
That's fine. Seeing what he just did to my big brother, that bitch is done.
Okay.
Toast. I rolled. I have a 6 and a 3, plus my 3 weird, plus my 1 forward. Boom. Right on that demon that hurt my big brother.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. So on that, use magic.
I'll make sure that he's not in the AoE.
Okay. I will offer you an added benefit, but I want you to choose. Sorry, your magic works without issues, but I'm going to give you some added benefit. You're going to also, literally, what happens? You see Deirdre call upon you doing lightning, right? Storm clouds develop in the desert. Right over this fortress. Deirdre's eyes go silver as she extends her arms. And all of a sudden, lightning hits every demon on the field.
Hurt my big brother. Fuck yeah, they're dead.
Even the one that Artie's in.
I can't help it.
Can I say something real quick before I'm destroyed?
You're not destroyed. Trust me, you're not destroyed.
Can I say something real quick to the other demons?
Yeah.
As I see the lightning about to come down, I turn and look at a bunch of them and go, "Do you know what happens when a demon gets struck by lightning?" The same thing that happens to everything else. Star goddess.
And legit, all the demons on the field turn to ash. Artie, that of course ejects you out of the demon.
I accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Deirdre,
Yeah.
you fall to your knees after you come back to yourself. That was some powerful,
problem.
potent magic.
Am I taking any damage? You know I will be fine with that. Or harm, I'm sorry.
I would say you take 2 harm from it.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
takes something from you to cast that potent of magic.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Taking 2.
Gonna hobble over to her. You all right?
You okay?
No.
Okay.
No,
Well,
but are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay? I mean, the guy's dead, right? He's not going to poke you anymore.
No. Oh, that's it.
Okay, that's the point. Good. We have to teach you how to do swords.
No, we need to get a gun. I need to not be that close.
Why are we being that close?
I point at the gashes in my body. That That's what's wrong.
Okay, well, we get you to a healer. Come on. I'll get you over, Aurora.
I saunter over. Everybody okay?
Fine.
Peachy.
Aurora, your siblings turn to you when the battle is done. Uriel sheaths her sword. It says, "You answered when we called."
No matter if I got exiled or not, you're still my family. You couldn't fight alone, so.
She gives a slight smile at that and looks to Raphael. "I told you she would." And he says, "You were right." And he turns and says, "Asher, you were wise to join her in her exile." And Asher is the creature with the various heads and looks to you with his human face. It's very handsome. Smiles at you, Aurora. And then he looks at Raphael and says, "She was always my favorite." So, and then he looks at both of your siblings and says, "So are you going to join up with us? Because we're fighting Amadon. Got a whole army coming together." Uriel looks to you, Aurora, and says, "Is this true?"
Yes. We
She,
need all the help we can get.
she looks at the others. Both she and Raphael walk to Vincent and Deidre.
Take care of him. Take care of him. He needs it.
Don't make eye
Raphael,
contact. Don't make eye contact.
that's fine. You don't have to, but Raphael does lay hands on you basically and heal you.
Oh.
And
That's nice.
Uriel looks to you, Deidre, and says, "I understand what it's like to be a big sister." And she lays hands and heals you.
He's a big brother, but he forgets.
No,
it a
he's
lot.
not. He's not, really. We know
This
better.
is nice.
We
this
know
is
better.
so nice. I love all of this.
I'm right here.
Are you? And then Uriel looks to Aurora and says, "We will join you."
Thank you.
You can
And she
look
looks
now.
at Artie and says, "I never knew a restless could possess a lesser demon."
I didn't either.
You almost
be
got
one.
its head flopped off before you did this thing.
I was quipping. You see, if this was an action movie, that was the perfect time. Yeah. No, I didn't know I could do that. I got plans for this. Let me tell you. Oh boy.
How did it feel like to be one? Because that's weird.
Oh, how'd it feel like to be a demon? I imagine it's like being a Yankees fan. Felt dirty, but
Makes sense.
powerful.
Asher walks up to you, Aurora. And also heals your injuries. As a cherubim, he's a higher level angel. He can heal you.
Thank you.
And he looks at Deidre and says, "You got any of that chocolate?"
Heck yeah! And she'll pull out the purse, open it up, and it's all chocolate. She's like, "We were trying to find you."
I felt the
Don't offer to the angels too.
I felt the summons, but I had to come to make sure it was true before you were drawn to it. And he looks to Aurora.
You gave me a small heart attack, but I'm just glad you're okay.
Next time I'll try to remember to leave a note.
Notes are good.
And he pops some chocolate in his mouth. But they do actually shift to appear human now.
Deidre will offer the other angels chocolate too, because why not?
Yeah, they'll take it.
Can I ask a quick question and/or favor?
Raphael actually looks at you and says, "What is it you ask?"
Well, there's about 100-something people back there going all googly moogly because they saw you guys with the unfettered naked eyes of mortals. And they're not doing very well. So I don't know if you've got any holy Men in Black stuff where you flash something and people forget they ever saw you, but they could use the help back there. I mean, I'm never going to get better, but they could really use some help.
We will take care of it.
Okay. I feel good about all this then. I feel like this was a positive day where we got a lot accomplished.
We will walk back with you to the village.
Okay, that might be counterintuitive for them not seeing you, but okay, that's fine.
If they see us in this guise, it's different. Trust. We will take care of it.
Really? Because you think the goat and the lion head's going to throw them for a loop or what? That's...
Asher converts back to the flying baby.
Okay, good.
And then goes invisible.
Okay, even better. Even better. Okay. I just, it was some Zuckerberg shit staring at him for too long, and I just can't stand it. So I'm, yeah. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Good job, Aurora. You did it.
Thanks.
I totally forgive you now.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
For what?
Yeah, what did she do?
Yeah.
You guys didn't hear the entire time I've been complaining about a hell beast eating me while I was trying to just have a hot dog? Yeah, it hurt. A bunch of monsters found out Aurora was coming to town, and so they were all trying to flee, but one decided to stop and make a snack out of me before he left. It was awful.
How you died.
Yeah, and for just a second, he drops his seeming, and you see what he looked like at his moment of death. It's fucking gruesome. He was eaten by a hell beast, and then he comes back to his normal self.
Oh.
I'm never going to not see that again. Huh. Right.
But, yeah, you know what, Aurora, you're a good egg. And I'm glad if I had to get eaten by a hell beast, being driven out by a person coming to town, I'm glad it was you.
That's very adult of you.
Yeah.
Very big of you. Yes, absolutely.
I possessed a demon today. I grew as a person.
So as y'all walk back to the village, you depart from the two angel siblings and return to your aircraft to debrief with Arda, who has Kat pulled up on screen, and you see she actually seems to be a bit feathered. Oh, please don't act like this is the weirdest thing you've seen. You've just seen angels and demons fighting.
I even Swayze'd one. But I just wasn't expecting the feathers. I just think the irony of being named
What do you
Cat.
expect a phoenix to look like?
Okay, so you're a phoenix named Cat. Oh, okay. I get it. Brilliant wordplay. I'm fine.
I've been trying to recruit some cousins, okay?
I can't wait to find out what their names are.
I have recruited my siblings.
Excellent. What did Lilith want?
Basically to give us the information. Oh, she wanted us to give a message
to Lydia.
to Lydia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, Knuckles is going to freak when she hears that.
You're not wrong.
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
I have names for everybody.
So, do we need to call in EM3? Is everything handled?
Mhm.
Good
Yeah,
job.
the villages should be fine.
I mean, unless they want to sweep up ash.
And she looks and says, Aurora, your siblings are going to take care of that?
Yeah, they're talking to soothing the people of the village.
Okay.
Ones that I couldn't get to. So.
Did you find Asher?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Every head accounted for.
Oh my god.
So many heads.
A truly disproportionate amount of heads.
Have none of you actually read the Bible?
You may find this hard to believe, but no.
I skimmed it.
What's the race in the religion?
Cherubims. Yeah, they're something else.
I know
It's a
what you
big
are.
book.
I don't know what a cherub really is.
It's a
I don't
big
think
book.
Gygax got the illustrations right in the first Monsters
But
manual.
anyway, congratulations on a job well done. Arda, you did good as a field commander. And he
You
says,
did.
thanks, Kat. And she says, I'll meet you all back at headquarters. I should be back in another week or so. Negotiations are going well. I'm having to kick some ass.
Is this permanent, or are you going to go back to?
Oh, I'll go back.
Okay.
I just had to, ruffle some feathers. That's all.
Zing!
When you're dealing with immortal creatures that can be ashed and then rise again, sometimes you got to do some strange ass shit.
She's just winging it.
Yeah, just winging it. Exactly.
Oh, don't encourage her. Don't encourage her.
She'll just tweet about it. It's fine.
Oh, my hurts.
I'll have you know I am restraining every part of my body right now to not join in the puns. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to
Hey, we can totally bounce him around
today.
next time I show up to Millennium Night.
You coming finally?
Yes.
Yes. I'll tell you, a lot of those ghosts we recruited didn't even know what it was. I can't wait. This is going to be fantastic.
Very
when we
good.
get the ghost of Chris Carter's career to show up next, I'm really excited. It's going to be good.
And she says, Arda, congratulations. Congratulations, team. You all take a bit of a rest after this. I fear that there will be more fights ahead. And pretty soon it's going to be all hands on deck. And she looks and says, "Oh, you've got a new toy there, Vincent."
Yeah, I'm not compensating or anything. This was given to me. I didn't ask for it.
Yeah, I know your sister had it for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Get some practice
I
with it.
passed out the family sword. He needed it.
Yeah, get some practice with
Wicked good,
it.
too. Wicked good. Like, he was killing it.
Nope. I was being killed instead, but, I'll try.
Yeah. Well, I have to go. But you all have a good flight home. And the screen goes blank. And you all do fly back home. Is there anything you would like to say before we close out for the evening?
I'm proud of us. I thought for sure we were all going to die horribly again, in my case. And we came through it. Deidre, that lightning thing, you didn't get to hear it, but I dropped the line from X-Men before Storm blew up Toad with the lightning. It was fantastic. It was spoken in Demon. You might have missed it. But
I did.
yeah, that's a shame. But we did great. Like Vincent, you were worried that you weren't going, and you were the idea man. You had great ideas, and you fought with a sword. Deidre, amazing power. Aurora, you crushed it. Look at you with your whip. That was fantastic. And yeah, I am proud of us, and I think we did great as a team. And I look forward to working with some of you again in the future.
Some of
I
you.
say we all go for some drinks. We'll drink for you, Artie, and Arta, your drink's on me.
Well, I mean, I could try to skin ride you and enjoy the drink too.
No.
sounds-
And our artist says,
No.
no, you are not doing that.
I'm just saying I learned a thing, okay? We got
Yeah,
practice.
but I don't want
not
to go
without
to kiss.
consent.
I don't want to go to kiss her and be kissing you.
Okay, that is not where I was
Don't
going with
say
that
things
at
like
all.
that out
I don't
loud.
want that. Nobody wants that. That's a terrible thing.
Kissed. I want to be kissed
I
by
don't-
the hot guy.
I don't need to know. I don't need to
Yeah,
know.
but I don't want to
Thank
be
you.
on either side of that because I'm going to feel like I'm intruding.
You are.
Yeah.
And it's okay, Vinny. I promise not to kiss and tell.
Thank you.
You'll just see the kiss. I won't tell you.
You can tell me. Tell me.
Absolutely.
Vincent, say the word and I'll do like, I don't know, blood dripping from the walls or something for you to distract them. I can. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for episode 8 of Monster of the Month, our Monster of the Week campaign that we're running here on McStabber Studios. We hope you enjoyed this session and do join us for more next month as we hit episode 9. I keep having to step it up, and I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to challenge myself here. But all right, thank you. So do join us on the Discord. If you enjoyed this game and would love to chat with the crew about it, you can do so on Discord. We have an amazing community there. We sometimes do community Zoom chats that are not behind a paywall, and you can just come and hang out with folks from the community and just pick the folks who stream here with us and just socialize a bit. We also do, on rare occasion, do non-streamed community gaming, such as Blood on the Clock Tower, which is a social deduction game, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. None of us are trusting Maddox ever again. Maddox Mayor win, okay? And if you would like to catch back episodes of this game or any other game that streams on this channel, with the exception of Tiss's games, you can do so on the McStabber Studios YouTube. If you would like to see the games that Tiss runs, including Call of Cthulhu 7e, London Esoteric Society, or her former D&D 5e campaign, Ishvel, and a few other games that she did, some one-shots and things like that, you can check that out on her channel, the Ishvel YouTube. And we have amazing friends that do things on their own channels that are right here at this table. Tell us, Junie Von Esch, what do you have going on?
Oh, I just turn around and do some really cool stuff on my channel, like crocheting, drawing, and I blow up things. But the big thing is going to be what I'm going to be doing Saturday night starting in September here, where I may or may not be telling a vampire story in Chicago called Chicago Hidden City with the mama and a whole bunch of other people. We've already established their characters. They've gotten their stuff. They've got their tenants. And now all we have to do is play the
You will
game.
see some familiar faces. Myself, Maddox, and Tara that you've seen in this game. You will see some new faces. That one, John, used to be on Junie's the RPG table. And the other, Clayciate, is new to streaming with us. You'll also catch him in some of the Queen's Gambit things that are coming soon. So that'll be fun. Excellent. Thank you, Junie. Lanhi, what do you still stream on your channel, dear?
Yes, when I can.
I understand. So what do you do on your channel?
I just play a lot of Eternal Return, which is like a better version of League if you've ever played League of Legends. So
Awesome. And Ravnos Archon, I know you've had to take a bit of hiatus on your channel, but what sort of things do you have planned coming up for yours?
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping to get back into it for a little stint at the end of October, before the end of the year. just to get my feet wet again. But you can always catch me here playing the lovable scamp that is Agustin in the Dark Ages campaign that has come back. And you may see me behind and in front of the storyteller screen for the Queen's Gambit run, because that's going to be amazing.
Amazing! It's a multi-splat chronicle set in Milwaukee, post Windy City. So anyone here who has watched our Windy City Chronicle, you will get to see Queen Jackie's city from a multi-splat perspective. Yeah. Yeah. And so also check out our merch store. We don't have any merch for this yet, but I would really love to maybe see some merch because there's some funny ass shit that has happened in this game.
Can I chime in real quick?
Yeah.
Because I'm streaming now too.
Oh, are you? I didn't know you were.
Ooh,
Yeah,
fancy.
I was inspired by the recent release of the Crow film to run the Everyday Heroes Crow splat because I am thoroughly convinced that me and my players can make a better film. So I'll be getting that together in the next month.
Awesome.
I'm also on Queen's Gambit, further representing
You
the
are.
transparency people.
Yeah.
I playing out of type, so yep.
You have a type, but
Yeah, I have a type. I do.
All right. So yeah, check out our Zazzle store. And we do have some fun merch that is age restricted. So make sure you are signed into an account where you can verify your age because I had to limit some things due to curse words to be adult. So yeah, make sure we're at least adult-ish when you log into Zazzle. Okay. And of course, if you would like to support my amazing players at this table, you can do so through bits and donations. Show off your biddies for these amazing players. Yep. We give bits and donations to our cast of our show. And if you would like to support the channel itself and myself, Mama, you can do so by subscribing here on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one free subscription a month. You may consider giving that to us. Or you can donate to our KoFi page, our coffee, Buy Mama Coffee, Buy Mama Coffee. But if you are a little strapped right now, money's tight, I get it. You can go to our YouTube and just hit subscribe and make sure you hit the bell to get notified when we post new content because we post new content every week, y'all, every week. And literally comment on videos. That is free. Like, comment. It's free. Seriously, if you're watching a video, put a comment on it. Doesn't have to be much, just that you enjoyed it. Or if there's something in particular you enjoyed, let us know. If there's something in particular you didn't enjoy, let us know. Okay? For real. Just comment on it. It's free. It helps boost us in the search rating, in the search algorithm on YouTube so that more people will be introduced to our content. That's a free way to support us. Okay? And of course, coming up over the next week, we have on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Dark Ages is back. We started up our new season last week, and it's already off to a bang. We are in 1413 now. Yeah, not quite to the Convention of Thorns yet, but we getting there. And yeah, it's a lot. Augustine and Olga, the La Sombra broodmates, siblings, as it were. Yeah. We've got Peregrine, our former posing as a Toreador, now full out Banu Hakim sorcerer. We have, or Assamite sorcerer, I should say, because this is Dark Ages. And we have our Nosferatu's Snatcher, played by Maddox. And we have a new castmate, Beetlespock, is playing Yves Machan. Our Toreador, our real Toreador. Yeah, who's a cartographer. Good stuff. Yeah, so join us 8 p.m. Eastern Wednesday for that. And is Urani here? Are we having a Call of Cthulhu this weekend? If not, Shanky's going to check for me. I think they're off one more weekend. Oh, yep. So they do have a game this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Join Tiss and her group of intrepid investigators as they play Call of Cthulhu 7e London Esoteric Society. It is set around the turn of 1900 in London and surrounding environs as these investigators do all the things that drive them insane and get them murdered and all that stuff because it's Call of Cthulhu. That's what happens. Oh, are they playing mundane people? Oh, that's going to be tragic.
Cheese murders.
As I now play Call of Cthulhu on Rerolls' channel on Sundays, I'm understanding just how fragile even investigators are. Okay.
But it's so much fun.
I know. It's great. So yeah, you can catch me on Rerolls on Sundays at 4:30 Eastern playing Call of Cthulhu. We are doing, I can never pronounce it. It's the Masks of Nyarlathotep or something like that. Yeah, I can never pronounce it.
Nyarlathotep.
Thank you. I struggle with that pronunciation. So we are playing that. We've just kicked off. We're doing the Peru campaign right now. So it's great. Yeah. And that's it coming up over the next week. So lastly, but not least, take care of yourselves, folks. Take care of your mental well-being. I understand that things are stressful. Adulting is stressful. Life is stressful. It seems it always wants to kick us when we're down. It's the way things roll. If you are currently in crisis, please reach out to your support network if you have one. If you do not, right now in chat, there is a list posted of organizations that offer support that you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, based on your crisis situation. And if you are watching on YouTube or you are outside of the US, you can also go to findahelpline.com. Altogether, findahelpline.com. There you can search by your location and pull up an extensive list of resources available to you for crisis support in your area. And it covers over 140 countries. So please get the help you need. We want you around a long time. And also, I'm Mom McStabber, I'm a registered nurse. Please take care of your physical well-being as well as your mental. They kind of work, totally in tandem with each other. If you take care of one, the other one also starts to thrive. And if one starts to fall apart, the other starts to fall apart. So really take care of all of the whole person and get your shots, get your physicals, get things checked out when they're not right. Take your meds, drink your water, try to get a little sunshine if you can, and generally take some time for yourself when you need to. Self-care is not selfish, y'all. For real. And I'm going to say last thing, make sure you're registered to vote if you're an American citizen. And you have the eligibility to be registered to vote. Make sure you're registered to vote. Also, if you are in a Republican-run state, please make sure you're checking your registration every fucking week. Every fucking week, because it's seriously becoming a problem. Yeah. That registrations are just getting purged. So check it, please. You may have been a registered Democrat voter for years, and then all of a sudden you're not anymore. Or your registration's been challenged in certain states. Yeah. So please check, please, as we lead into our election in November. And of course, vote blue down the fucking ticket, because the GOP needs to be washed away by a blue wave. Said with love. Have a good night, everybody.